For years, electric SUVs have followed two completely different philosophies. American EVs focused on a rugged adventure and off-road capability, Chinese EVs focused on technology, performance, and price. But now, two vehicles are about to collide in the same category, the Zeekr 7X and the Rivian R2. One represents the future of high-tech, affordable electric SUVs. The other represents the evolution of adventure-ready electric vehicles. And depending on where you live, especially in Canada, one of these might make far more sense than the other, because tariffs and pricing could completely change the game. Today, we're comparing the Zeekr 7X and the Rivian R2. Exterior, interior, capabilities, price, and why Canadians might benefit more than Americans from one of these SUVs. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one is the smarter buy. The Rivian R2 is designed to be Rivian's first truly mass-market electric SUV. Starting at around $45,000 US, it targets mainstream buyers who want an electric SUV with real adventure capability and about 300 miles of range. The Zeekr 7X takes a completely different approach. It's a high-performance electric SUV that starts at roughly $33,000 to $38,000 depending on the version, significantly cheaper than the Rivian. Right away, you can see why this comparison matters. These two vehicles could compete directly, especially in Canada. Starting with exterior design, the Rivian R2 looks unmistakably Rivian. The signature vertical oval headlights remain, giving it a futuristic but friendly appearance. The body is compact but muscular, with short overhangs designed for off-road driving. The R2 looks like a smaller version of the R1S, and that's intentional. It's built to look adventurous even before you drive it. Roof racks, wide fenders, and a tall stance make it look ready for camping trips, mountain roads, and winter storms. The Zeekr 7X looks very different. Instead of ruggedness, the Zeekr emphasizes modern luxury and performance styling. It has a smoother shape, sleeker headlights, and a more aerodynamic body. The Zeekr 7X is a true mid-size SUV with a long wheelbase designed for interior space. Compared to the Rivian R2, the Zeekr looks more like a futuristic luxury SUV than an off-road machine. If the Rivian looks like hiking boots, the Zeekr looks like designer sneakers. Moving to performance, this is where things get interesting. The Rivian R2 will offer single-motor, dual-motor, and tri-motor versions. The base version delivers strong power and about 300 miles of range, while higher trims add more power and all-wheel drive capability. That means the R2 is built for versatility. Snow driving, camping, towing, off-road trails, everything Canadians actually do with SUVs. The Zeekr 7X focuses more on raw performance. Top versions produce extremely high power levels with acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in roughly 3 seconds. That's sports car performance in an SUV. It also offers very long range depending on the battery version, making it ideal for long-distance driving. Charging is also extremely fast, meaning shorter stops during road trips. Now let's talk about interior design, because this is where these SUVs really separate themselves. The Rivian R2 interior follows Rivian's minimalist philosophy. Large touchscreen, clean dashboard, hidden storage, durable materials. The design focuses on usability rather than luxury. Rivian is designing this SUV for real life, mud, snow, gear, and road trips. Fold flat seats and flexible cargo space make it highly practical. But the Zeekr 7X interior is built for a completely different experience. Chinese EV interiors are known for advanced technology, and the Zeekr is no exception. Large displays, smart voice controls, premium materials, advanced driver assistance powered by powerful computing systems. It feels closer to a luxury SUV than a budget EV. If you sit inside both vehicles, the Zeekr would likely feel more expensive, even though it's cheaper. Now let's talk capability. This is where the Rivian R2 has a major advantage. Rivian vehicles are designed around adventure. All-wheel drive versions will handle snow, gravel, and off-road terrain better than most electric SUVs. For Canadians dealing with harsh winters, deep snow, and long distances, that matters. The Zeekr 7X can also come with all-wheel drive. It will perform very well in winter conditions, but it is designed primarily for paved roads. Instead of off-roading, Zeekr focuses on speed, comfort, and efficiency. Now let's talk about price, because this is where the story becomes dramatic. The Rivian R2 starts around $45,000 US. By the time you add options and convert to Canadian dollars, the price could easily reach around $70,000 or more. The Zeekr 7X starts much lower in price. Even with international pricing adjustments, the Zeekr could still cost tens of thousands less than the Rivian. And this is where tariffs come in. The United States has placed extremely high tariffs on Chinese EVs. That means vehicles like the Zeekr are likely not to be widely available in America at competitive prices. But Canada could become a very different story. If Chinese EVs enter Canada at lower tariffs, Canadians could gain access to advanced electric SUVs at much lower prices than Americans. That creates a unique advantage. Americans may mostly see the Rivian R2, but Canadians could have both options. That means Canadians could choose between rugged capability and high-tech value. And this is why the Zeekr 7X could become extremely attractive in Canada. Lower price, long range, fast charging, advanced technology. Meanwhile, the Rivian R2 will appeal to buyers who want adventure capability and a North American brand. But here is the big question: which one is better? If you want real adventure capability, the Rivian R2 will likely be the better SUV. If you want performance, technology, and value, the Zeekr 7X could be unbeatable. For Canadian buyers, the Zeekr 7X could be the smarter financial decision. For American buyers, the Rivian R2 might be the only realistic option. But the most interesting part is what happens next, because if Chinese EVs succeed in Canada, competition in the EV market could accelerate dramatically. Lower prices, better technology, more innovation. The battle between these two SUVs might define the next generation of electric vehicles. One built for adventure, one built for the future. And the winner might depend entirely on where you live, because in Canada, you might get the best of both worlds, and that could make Canada one of the most exciting EV markets in the world in the years ahead.